So it's Saturday, Labor Day weekend. I'm watching an auction that ending today. Middle of Saturday over a 3 day, 4 day weekend. Big auction, meaning there's some big books. A lot of Golden Age. There's a Hulk #1, Tales of Suspense 39. And I'm going through this because there's just some crazy prices and crazy deals on some of this Golden Age stuff. I'm not a Golden Age guru, so I have to look up to see what are keys and everything. And I just put a whole big post on my Facebook page because I help people buy stuff at auctions at discounts because I'm watching 30 of them every day. And there's just some great deals in these Golden Age. So I'm posting every book of, this is worth 3,000, it's at 1,500. This is worth 900, it's at 300. That's kind of stuff. I don't normally do that with an auction, but this is a real small, no-name auction house. Normally they do a lot of cheap stuff or a lot of raws, but they have some big books in here today. And they don't get a lot of eyes. Usually they do some last-minute advertising um, uh, right before, like the day before their auction on some of the YouTube channels. But I'm going through and I'm looking at all these crazy deals. There's just no one bidding today because it's the middle of Labor Day weekend. So it's also Saturday, which statistically is supposed to be the worst day of the week to do an auction. And it's in the middle of the day. What time is it? 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone out playing in the sun. My son's out fishing, and I'm in here in the dark looking at prices. We get a lot of free time, so we get to play all the time. So usually we call this the rookie weekend, where all the rookies come in that only get, one weekend off a year, and we just kind of hide out from all the tourists. But what I wanted to bring up is I always try to give you guys feedback that there's a lot of manipulation that goes on into these auction houses. Especially if these are small auction houses owned by one or two people, they can report anything they want. They can do anything they want in the background. So I just came to the end of all these books. And the last two books in the auction are the biggest books: Tales of Suspense 39, 1.5, and Incredible Hulk #1, 2.0. I look up the fair market value of the Tales of Suspense, and it's about 3,400. But it says current bid is 6,666. So either someone fat bid and ruined this guy's auction, fat fingered the bid and ruined this guy's auction because he's not paying 66.66 for this. Looks like someone's fooling around, and obviously they may not have enough controls in place where if you bid, it automatically charges your card because this guy wouldn't have made that fat finger bid. Or if someone didn't make a mistake and bid $3,000 over the fair market value, the people that own the auction had the owner bid it up to 666. The auction house isn't going to penalize the owner for bidding on his own books. He probably negotiated that in advance. Hey, is it okay if I bid on some of these books to make sure they don't go for pennies? And the guy's like, sure. So the owner of the books pays him a fee to sell his books, has an account, and then gets on there and bids, and you can't see who bid. Not on our side, maybe the people that own the website. So he says, I don't like how low the Tales of Suspense is at right now, so I'm going to bid it up, and no one will get it, and I'll just keep that book and go sell it or buy it now. Also, The Incredible Hulk #1 is above last sale, above fair market value. Not by a lot, but what he's basically doing is saying this is the minimum I'll accept. But it's manipulative because they're not showing this to you. This is supposed to be an auction. This is supposed to be a dollar start, but it's at $10,000 even. And my guess is the owner was able to go in and bid these two books up. Maybe he decided at the last minute, I don't want to sell my Tales of Suspense, so I'm going to bid it up high. No one will win it, and I'll get to keep it. So there's this kind of shenanigans that goes on behind the scenes on these auctions when you get these reported sales data. So if this gets marked sold at 666 because the owner bid on his own book, the owner of the auction house now can report that to GPA. Guess what? GPA is going to say, last sale 6,666. So now this owner takes this book over to eBay, hopefully getting 5,000, even though fair market value is like 3,500. A lot of these shenanigans going on in the auction world. So you got to know all this stuff when you're looking at data. garbage in, garbage out. You got to know the details behind the numbers, just like any statistics with vaccines and death rates and all that stuff. There's a lot of numbers that go in. What's that old saying? There's statistics, and um, all statistics are a lie, or something like that. Anyways, I just thought this was very interesting that this was really set up, and they might report these false sales data. They might not. Again, these auction houses have the flexibility to report or not report. There's a lot of auction houses I bid off of where I just say, don't report my data, and they say, okay. So it's totally subjective whether they report or not. And they would only report if they're paying for advertising through GPA, then they're asked to report. But there's no one monitoring their inside sales. So I just thought this was so weird. A $3,500 book. It's at 66.66. It's either an error or this is an